it's one of those funny things, you're old enough and you flash back to when you were younger, since we're doing a little bit of flashback tonight. And remember when that was kind of a reality, and that you would go into a restaurant and people like 2 tables over, because they were in the smoking section, would be lighting up. Or if you would go on an airplane and there was like the first 10 rows, were smoking, and then if you were in the 11th row, somehow that was supposed to be okay, and somehow you're supposed to survive. And then just remembering, like, in college and coming back from college, like going out on a Friday night and being in a bar that was just constantly surrounded by smoke, and you just wouldn't realize how bad it was until the next morning you would get up and there were your clothes thrown on a chair or something like that. You pick them up and go, oh my God. And whenever I travel or go out of state where they have no non-smoking laws and you go in someplace like that, it's just, you appreciate what we have in our environment.
Well,
Is there a problem here?
There seems to be just a hint, just a hint of tobacco about you.
I was smoking outside before I got on the plane. I had a cigarette.
Oh, I see. Well, they promised me that this would be an absolutely smoke-free environment.
Yeah, that's funny because they promised me this would be an absolutely obnoxious perfume-free environment. That's really not the case.
I will have you know that the perfume that you're smelling is $300 an ounce.
Really?
Yes.
It smells just like the $5.99 stuff they had at the duty-free shop. I'm no connoisseur of perfume.
Obviously not.
You know what would be great? A snooty person-free environment. That would be nice. Maybe we should lobby for that.
Stuart!
Hi, y'all. Excuse me, the captain has turned the no perfume light on. The no Estee Lauder light is on. Can I get you anything, sir? Can I get you anything?
I would like a drink.
All we have is our cups and ice. We'd be more than happy to give you whatever you want, as long as it's a cup or if it's ice.
That's great. No,
would you like a cup and or ice?
No, thank you. But do you have any certs? Any kind of breath freshener?
Yes, those are available for purchase with any major credit card.
Wait, I thought this was a strong, minty, breath-free area. Is that not the case? Is that not the case?
The mints are for you, sir.
No, that's behind the curtain, actually. Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take this to the back.
Uh-oh. I hope this isn't a bad credit-free area.
Let me ask you something. Watching this scene, applying the rules of sitcom romance, do you assume that they're going to fall in love at some point? One of the greatest damages done to a young me, and the scene brings this up, is that people you don't get along with, for some probably very good reason, you're going to fall in love with. And I think we learn too much from television about things like that. Incidentally, to my wife, who I can't see, I love you, and this does not apply to you.
Where have you been? Where have you been, Charles?
Good morning. I was in bed.
I don't know.
It was sleepy. She asked me where I was. I said
Hold on. I can't believe you're just waking up.
I know.
it was up late. No, nothing. Well, maybe a little. I have a new app for my iPad, and it just.
Go ahead, tell him. Tell him about Shirley. Go ahead.
Oh, whoa. I just came over for a cup of sugar. I don't actually want to get involved in this. Can
It's,
No, go ahead. You want to stay. You want to stay for
I'm
this.
not really.
Did someone call my name?
Hi, Shirley.
Hi. Are you all having breakfast in here?
Shirley, he didn't get up. on
He
time.
didn't get up.
No.
Oh my gosh.
just got
He is such a lazy bum. He
I
is such a
wonder
lazy
why,
bum.
Shirley.
I told you.
Saturday's my only day to sleep.
Are you telling me that
Uh-huh.
with Shirley?
Shirley and I are friends on Friends with Words. And
He's not very good.
I would have guessed that.
They're mostly 2- and 3-letter words.
it's very difficult to toggle to spell check in that game, so we were up late last night.
I got xylophone.
So that's all it was? Oh, shucks.
I had B.
I thought you were having a...
No.
It was just words and
We think a lot of advancement has gone on because we're in the technological age, and children are brought up to just understand technology because they're born with cell phones in their hands, and there's iPads and everything. And I realized recently that none of us are that better off in terms of understanding technology and how it works and how it can benefit our lives, because basically 90% of what we use technology for now is to just do this. And you take any major game on an iPad or an iPod or any basic function of any of these new wireless devices, and this is what you do. So we haven't really gone as far as we all think we have. It just looks more fun.
It's not working.
Well, turn it on. The president's about to speak.
Oh! Ow! Dang!
Oh, there. Now, why is he speaking Spanish?
I don't know. Ever since we got this thing,
Oh, he's gone.
dang.
Oh, that's an old president. Well, that's a funnier winky-dink.
Oh, yeah,
Mabel, do you mind if I try?
No, go ahead, Henry, go ahead.
Oh.
I barely remember that.
Didn't know we had that. Mabel,
Yes,
I
Henry?
have a fiction of an idea. If I can get that scandalous channel back on,
Yeah?
why don't we skip the president and toss the remote and go get a box of wine?
I'd love to toss that remote, that's for sure. I think,
Where'd that channel go?
can't you take it back?
I completely, absolutely 100% relate to this scene. Because those of us who are technically savvy, you know, for those of you who aren't, whenever somebody who's technically savvy says to you, oh no, I don't mind helping you, it's not true. They do. It's very frustrating to help somebody who is not technically savvy. And I think we have a couple down here, maybe. But this reminded me of my in-laws. And they're in a senior community, and they are remote control challenged. And we would get phone calls. It's like, we can't turn the TV on. The volumes won't come on. So I actually would have to drive over there. And it got to the point where I took their remote and I actually taped paper around all of the keys that they did not use. I had this whole thing where I had it taped, so the only thing they could use was like the on, off, the volume, and the channel, and that was it. Of course, anybody who has like a normal remote will realize how many freaking buttons there are on there. So I taped the whole thing up so they didn't have to use it, so I didn't have to get any more phone calls anymore.
Hi. Hey, welcome to the... Oh, hi, Mom. Welcome to the Apple Store, Mom. What can I do?
Your son wanted to see you. There he is. Oh, he
There
loves
he
his-
is.
He loves his daddy.
That's great, Mom. Thanks for babysitting it.
Oh, I would do anything for you, honey. It's adorable. He loves his Grammy. He loves his Grammy. I just had one question for you, son.
Yeah.
Now, you know those, I don't know what those cans of powder that your wife leaves that I'm supposed to mix with water and put in this baby's stomach? I don't understand.
Formula?
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Formula.
I was unaware that they could dry up a mother's breast milk and keep it in the can. And I just don't now, am I supposed to mix it with water? Or am I supposed to mix it with milk? If I mix it with milk, what's the point, you know? There he is. There, look at him. So proud of his
There.
dad.
Now it's can you see this screen there? Put your glasses down. There you go. It's 2 parts water and 1 part formula.
Well,
The mix.
hey,
So you can look it up.
I mean, has anybody researched what's in this stuff? It's just powder. I mean, is it chalk? What is it? I don't understand. I mean, when I was your age, there was one weight that you fed a baby.
Ma, it's
And an infant, in your case, I mean, you were 4 years old.
we got a lot of customers coming in, Ma. It's December and
He knows everything about computers. That's my boy. Ask him anything about a Mac. Ask him anything about a, not the Apple, this one.
he's not talking yet. It's
Ask him anything about a Mac. He's good.
that's my job. Ma, can we?
There he is.
Do you want me to look up anything else, Ma? Because we're kind of backed up in here, and
There was a time when I can remember breastfeeding being sort of like a militant thing. If you didn't breastfeed, you were a bad person, you know, and you were not doing what was best. And there was a organization called the La Leche League, and I can remember them being very, almost, you know, really. Militant is just the only word I can describe. And the idea of being militant about something that is so natural and sort of comfortable and nurturing, I guess, is very funny to me. And that's what always makes me laugh, is that dichotomy between those kinds of things.
Tiffany, come in, please. Could you sit down, please? Or stand. Tiffany, I've been getting some complaints about you from some of your coworkers.
I don't know what you mean.
Well,
I mean,
we know recently you had a child, and they don't see you going down to the room to pump during the day.
oh, I work out after work.
No,
Go to the gym, I put on my iPod, put my buds in.
they don't see you going downstairs to express milk for your child. And
Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. I do fruit juices because those are mostly good for my system, but anything dairy just, you know, comes out the wrong end when it
would you mind
shouldn't.
standing up, please? Just in case we have one of those moments.
Oh no, that one doesn't happen anymore. I had it sewn shut.
Okay, you know, this whole conversation I knew was going to be a little uncomfortable to begin with, but we seem to be going to new levels of uncomfort on my end. Personally, I don't care, but we have several women in your department that are part of La Leche League, and
Oh, I don't play softball. I really like solitary workouts. I find it a time to relax and unwind and really feel my body. And I feel the blood coursing through my brain, making serotonin, and just woo! You know, and
wow,
you
look
play
at the time.
softball. They have really ugly uniforms.
This has been a really great conversation, Tiffany. Yeah. So why don't you go back to your desk and say, wow, that Mr. Smith really straightened me out really loud. And maybe you could take like an extra hour for your lunch every day.
Wow.
Yeah, just like, but you have to like go to your car and hide. And I'll explain to them where you are and what you're doing. And then everybody will be happy.
You're the best boss ever.
Thank you.